Good evening, everybody. Happy Monday night. Happy beginning of September. We're here to plan with Fox because I'm Fox and I'm going to plan and you're watching it. Right, cool. You never got to see last week because I was on vacation this past week until today. And so I filmed my video and promptly never edited and never posted it. So it's a pretty nice look, and I did fill it in, all the things that we did while we were on vacation, and I will talk about vacation in this video, but I liked this a lot. I really am happy with how it turned out, even though the video when I filmed it was a little bit spastic because my week was a little bit spazzy. So anyway, moving on to the first official week of September. It is Labor Day, so we returned today. I am using this adorable kit from Caffeine Queens. They are awesome people. I met them at Go Wild and I love them, and now we're Facebook friends and we like everything that each other posts, and it's really great. So I highly recommend checking them out. I will of course post a link in the comments to their shop. And also there was a big sale on Planners Gone Wild this past week called the Wild Collab sale, and they were one of the shops that was participating, and so I bought some other stuff which I will share. I ordered from I think 3 different shops, maybe 4. I can't remember if I ordered from the 4th or not, but anyway, I will share all the stuff that I got, but one of them I'm still waiting for it to arrive in the mail, so I want to share them all at once, so that will be next week's video. So let's jump right in, and as I am putting this stuff in here, I will tell you about vacation. So we decided to go to Kentucky this weekend for Labor Day weekend and do the Bourbon Trail and some sightseeing and just see what Kentucky was all about. So what I learned about Kentucky is that, number one, it's fucking hot. It was so muggy. It was like Myrtle Beach. If you are not a Yinzer and you didn't spend your entire life at Myrtle Beach, forgive me. You're gonna have to suspend your disbelief or whatever here. It was like tropical balls hot and humid. And there was no beach and no nice beach breeze to help with that. It was just balls hot the whole time. There are lots of bugs, we found out. There were like crickets everywhere you turned, and flies and swimmy floppy things in the air, which I was not a big fan of. And everybody who lives there owns a riding mower. As you drive around, you just see riding mower after riding mower after riding mower. But that being said, there's a lot of cool stuff to see down there. So there is obviously the Kentucky Bourbon Trail, which is like the main attraction I think that most people go to Kentucky for vacation to see, which is what we wanted to do. Now, what we didn't realize when we originally planned this trip is we're used to California, and we do wine tasting every year in California. We go out there for vacation, and we often do the Finger Lakes as well. And this is in place of the Finger Lakes trip. This year we decided to go to Kentucky and change things up. And what I didn't realize about Kentucky, which we don't have to deal with in California or the Finger Lakes, is that in those places you can kind of have one home base and you have to drive, but like you'll drive maybe 20 minutes to the farthest place. So like California will be in Paso Robles and you can get to 250 wineries in like 20 minutes or less. And Finger Lakes, you have to drive a little bit more, it's a little bit more spread out, but you can still do like 6 wineries in a day with lunch in between and a hike and whatever, and you don't really have to drive anywhere. Kentucky is not like that. So Kentucky is very spread out for the areas. So like, let's say that we were, where we stayed was called Taylorsville Lake, and it was like dead center in Kentucky, okay? And then Lexington, which is one of the big cities that had some distilleries, is over here. And then Louisville, which is one of the other big cities, is over here. Do you like this beautiful thing that I'm making here? And then there is Bardstown, which is a smaller area, but that's here. And then there is finally Mammoth Cave National Park. And Mammoth Cave National Park is here. And we were here. So like, we could have stayed here for a few days and then driven here for a day and then driven here for a couple days, which is kind of what we do in California when we do Santa Barbara County, San Luis Obispo County, and then Paso Robles, which is in San Luis Obispo County, but is like northern. But we had our dog with us, so we decided we would just stay central here at Taylorsville Lake, where there is nothing. There are 2 Mexican restaurants, a Papa John's, and a grocery store that's kind of smallish. That's it. So we had to drive everything. We thought, oh, well, it's not going to be that far. It's going to be like half an hour at each place. That's really worth it to just stay in one place. But it was like half an hour to here, 40 minutes to here, an hour to here, an hour and a half to here. So like, yeah, it was kind of a lot of time in the car, but it was a lot of fun anyway. And it's not like in California, you can go to a winery and you can be like 10 different wines that you taste at that winery and you're like, holy shit, you know, we're gonna have to walk home from this winery. Thank God this winery was in town, they gave us 10 drinks. It's not like that in Kentucky. You get like a couple, maybe at the most, over the course of a tasting, you get like 2 ounces of bourbon, which is good because bourbon is much stronger than wine, but nonetheless, it's a very different experience. I liked it a lot, I had a lot of fun. I don't know, I think we would go back one more time probably because there were some things that we just didn't have time to see, and it would be nice to have a little bit longer there. And there were definitely, especially Louisville, I was really excited about some of the restaurants there, and we really were only there for that one day, so we only got to try one restaurant. Well, we went to a couple places for like snacks, but for like a dinner, we only got to go to one place. So in that regard, I would consider going back, but we go back to California every year, and there's new stuff every year and like lots of cool things to check out. And like, I had a lot of fun in Kentucky, but I feel like it was like a once or twice time vacation, and then that's all you really need, because it's a lot more tour based. So in California, you'll just go to a winery, and some wineries do offer tours, but the majority of them you go in and you do a guided tasting, and then you can have a glass or you can purchase a bottle or whatever. But that's basically what you do. You do a tasting, and it's whatever your fee is and whatever, and then you move on. And it's really not like that in Kentucky. In Kentucky, it's a full tour of the distillery, which was very neat. But at the same time, the whiskey making process is pretty similar overall, and then each place has their own little like unique twist on it, or their special thing that they do, and that was really neat to hear about. And the properties were all different and beautiful, but you didn't really. We did 4 tours. Well, we did 3 tours and 1 mini tour, and that was good. Like, any more than that, and that was already, by the last one I was like, okay, we understand how whiskey is made, we get it, we understand what it has to be to become bourbon, and blah, It was fun, but it was like, and if we went back next year, it would be the same thing. Like, the point of the bourbons is that they want to make it consistent, and so when you get Maker's Mark, you're getting this flavor profile, and whenever you get 4 Roses, you're getting this flavor profile. And I like that, and that's good, and it has its purpose. But what I love about going to wine country is that every year you're like, this is totally different than we can have the same wine from the same winery 4 different years in a row, and each one's going to have something unique about it because the climate's different and the hydration of the ground is different. And was it a drought year? And was it a cold year? All those things. That was my long rambly story about why we go to California every year, but why I don't think we would go to Kentucky more than like one other time. So I am actually drinking, hope it doesn't spill, I'm trying to show it. Ooh, I'm actually drinking a Manhattan with, husband made it. What did he put in there? Angel's Envy that we bought down there. I do like bourbon. I'm not a huge bourbon drinker, and I do really like bourbon cocktails. So we were doing like a different bourbon cocktail every night, which was really fun. But it was a fun time. I greatly enjoyed it. And the national park was super cool. I wish we'd had more time to spend there, but it was a really far drive. And basically that national park is less self-guided and more reliant on tours because you have to go into the cave there. It's Mammoth Cave. And so we kind of had to be there during tour time, which was fine, but you were kind of limited on what you could see. There was a big tour that I wanted to see that we couldn't get into because it was sold out by the time we decided what day we were going to go down there, and that was kind of a bummer. But so this morning we got up and we packed the car and we drove home. I do love vacation, but there is something nice to be said about coming home. On the way home, we did stop. I was trying to find, I bought just a couple sheets from their kit, and so I didn't buy the whole thing, and I'm trying to pick what I want to use for this. I'm actually going to pause on that train of thought for a little bit, and I'm going to set down the rest of these day things. So yeah, what we did on our trip was we drove out on Wednesday night after work. I worked until 6, and then Wednesday night came home, loaded up the car, got the papadoo, and we drove to Columbus, which was like kind of halfway. There's 2 routes that you can go. There's a northern route and a southern route from Pittsburgh to Kentucky. And we did the northern route on the way there and the southern route on the way home. The southern route is longer, but it's more highway, so there's less like stopping in towns and stuff like that. But we drove to Columbus the first night and then got there around 10 o'clock, got a dog-friendly hotel, and we had a nice dinner there. We just went for a little walk, had dinner and nightcap, and then came back, went to bed, got up in the morning, and I went for a nice run in the downtown Columbus area. I don't know the areas of Columbus, but we stayed near the river trail, or an area of the river trail, and it was a really like beautiful, beautiful run, lots of cool stuff to see. So it was a really nice time. So what we did today on the drive home was we stopped and we saw the Flatwoods Monster in Flatwoods, West Virginia. If you are not obsessed with Roadside America, then get on that, get obsessed with it. The Flatwoods Monster is this alien that was seen in 1952 in Flatwoods, West Virginia, and I will share a picture right now. There you go. That's the recreation with us and Layla Grace. Oh, I'm gonna lose lettering chicken on the Flatwoods here. Maybe not. Oh, oof. Just barely. I am like bumping up against stickers on the page behind me, so I don't know what's going on. It's making my lettering real bumpy. Oof. Anyway, so this monster came in and they have like all these logical explanations for it, but we all know it's actually the Flatwoods Monster. So there's a place there called The Spot, which is a little like restaurant with, as we found out, super good food. So we stopped there on the drive home today and got lunch there, and holy shit, we got like 3 days worth of lunch there with one meal. But it's like pizza and ice cream, and I got a calzone. They have these, they're called UFO saucer sandwiches. They're basically just calzones with like UFO names. So there was like a Roswell and a Flatwoods, and I forget what the other ones are, but so I got one of those. So that was the big highlight of the day, was we went and saw that on the drive home. It was like a 7-hour drive, and Layla Grace sat on my lap the entire time. So anyway, this place, Flatwoods, if you're ever driving up or down 79 and you're going through West Virginia and you need a place to stop, you can go to this place. It's 3 or 4 minutes off the highway, and that's its claim to fame. And they have these big chairs, and here's a picture of the chair, me and Layla Grace sitting on the chair. There are 5 of them. If you go visit all 5 and take pictures of them, you can go during like business hours and get a bumper sticker or something for your prize. So we did not have time to do that. We just went to see the one, and we thought it was going to start pouring on us, but we avoided the rain. But then we got lunch, and then we just got back on the road and then continued along. So I need to film, which I'm doing right now. Plan with me. I want to like theoretically unpack some more, but I'm just fucking tired. I don't think it's going to happen. I was having back spasms the whole day too, which was not helping. So that is that. I'm going to look real fast for something that I can write. I should have gotten half boxes and I didn't do it, and now I regret my life choices. I'm going to put some of this stuff over here. I'm going to use the Drink Your Effing Water tracker this week because I'm trying to get back onto track with eating better. I kind of like blew it at the end of the month. I was just not doing real well with that. Alright, I got some, this is another kit. This is from Shepherd Supply Company that I had some leftovers from the New Year's thing, and the color scheme kind of matches, so I'm going to sew these in. First of all, tomorrow I do need to run, and I have to run before work because I have a ton of shit going on in the evening. So it's just easy, it's 3 miles. My watch says sunrise will be 6:47 a.m., so I should have plenty of time to get 3 miles in for work. And then I do work. Yeah, this matches well enough. I didn't think I needed the half boxes. So you order these sheets. You can order the whole kit, or you can order them a la carte. And I was like, oh, this is all I really need. Yeah, I wasn't thinking I did need more than that. So I work, and then after work, immediately after work, I have therapy. I'm going straight there after work. I have to go to the grocery store. Well, actually, I have to go to Walmart. I don't normally go to Walmart, but I have to get a couple office supply type things for work, and it's cheaper there, so that's where I'm going. So I have to go to Walmart. I'll put groceries ? I don't know if I'll make it to the grocery store. My therapist is out in the suburbs where good grocery stores are, so I might try to make that happen if I can, but I don't know. I also did not put in a spot for my pre-work creative time because I just like I said, I forgot to get the other kit. I think when I ordered this several months ago and was waiting for September because I thought the color scheme matched the September colors best. And I didn't at that time use the half boxes quite as much, and so I didn't get the kit with, or didn't get the sheet with that. And now I'm regretting my decision. But you know what I'll do instead? I will use this little dude here. I'll use this one first, and I'll just put it all over here. Look at that, I can make anything happen if I try hard enough and use my brain. And I actually did do a creative morning this morning before we left. I worked on photos and I wrote in my bullet journal. Look at that. So I can actually write that in. We took like 500 photos this weekend, which doesn't seem like a ton. It was only like Wednesday night through Monday, so kind of a lot. Okay, so Walmart groceries. I know there's something that I'm forgetting and I don't know what it is, so I'm just gonna leave it open. And then tomorrow night we're going to the Cage. They were closed tonight for the holiday, and Mondays are normal night, so we're going tomorrow instead. So that will be tomorrow. Wednesday is my day off, so I am walking dogs in the morning. I don't have like any of my fucking stickers ready. I don't know. You know when you get back from vacation and everything's just a kind of a clusterfuck for a little while? That's where we are. Okay, dog walk Wednesday. We're getting a transfer in tomorrow, so we should have, I think, 5 dogs that will be parking lot only. So we don't have to go on long walks, we just have to take them out for potty breaks, but we don't have a lot of dogs right now because we had a big adoption weekend, so that's nice. Okay, so I'll have to walk dogs, then I will have to run. I'm gonna plan on like 6 miles or so. I don't know if I'm gonna get speed work in this week or not, because normally I would go to the track on Tuesday. So maybe I'll just go to the track by myself on Wednesday. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave that open. The rest of the day is just going to be chore after chore after chore, and then some chores to finish up the chores. You know what I am gonna write in here? I wanna work on my power sheets tomorrow night, so I'm gonna write that in on here. Even though I'm gonna do that at the Cage, make sure I don't forget about it. Okay, so I also have to set up my bullet journal I have to start a new one. I have been using Scribbles That Matter, and they changed the paper, and it's this thicker paper, and I just can't write on it as well. I don't know what it is. It's a problem with me. I don't know what it is, but yeah. So the exciting thing about Wednesday is that it's September 4th, and that means that it's after September 1st. And that means that it's time to put up Halloween decorations. Normally I do it on September 1st, but we were obviously out of town. So summer decorations away, and autumn out, and smiley face, because that's my favorite ones to decorate. Okay. Also, I have to call the gym and schedule with my trainer, because now I have my schedule sorted out a little bit better. I am definitely not going to finish unpacking tonight, so finish unpack. And then groceries will get moved to here if I don't actually get to them this day. And then I would like to cook and prep meals. Cook and meal prep. I do need to meal plan. I don't know when that's going to happen. I really don't, because I really want to finish this video and go directly to bed. And somewhere in this day I have to edit this video. I don't know when that'll be. We'll see. I'm getting faster at editing, but I'm still not terrific. Leaving this open because I guess we'll do dinner Wednesday night, and I don't know what it'll be. Thursday, I work. I don't know what my fitness is going to be. It's possible that I'll move my run to Thursday, but I don't think so, because we have plans after work. So again, this is going to be just like a wide open, boring looking day. And I will add in here, like I have all these like really cute stickers on here. Put laundry or naked. Let's put that on these 2 days. Yeah. Because laundry has to get done in these days. Actually, our Airbnb, I fucking love Airbnb. I feel like I am now a spokesperson for Airbnb. I was like hesitant for the longest time because I thought it was weird, and now I fucking love it. Because number one, you could bring your own breakfast or lunch or dinner or whatever. So we had breakfast at Airbnb every day, and then we had dinner at home on Friday night, so that saved us money, and we didn't have to go anywhere. It was just nice to have a relaxing night. That was fun. But also, our Airbnb had laundry, so we did all of our laundry last night, so it's just in our suitcase. We just have to fold it and put it away, and I'm super pumped about that. I'm gonna put meal plan in this general area, because I probably should do that before bed, even if it's just like a funky rudimentary looking meal plan that's not terrific. So, and then going shopping, that can go like, look at all these, going shopping. Whee! I have to get supplies for work. I love office supplies. Okay, so I don't really have a thing to use. Actually, yes, I do. I'm gonna use this one. Look at me using all these old planner pieces too. So we are going to Yacht Rock night. Our friend, her husband is DJing it. And I fucking love Yacht Rock. We actually listened to the top 100 best Yacht Rock songs on the way home today. It was not really. They actually had a fucking Boz Scaggs song on there twice, the same one, and they did not have Dreadlock Holiday, which is one of my favorite shitty Yacht Rock songs ever. So this is at this bar called The Warren. I talked about that before. We went there for the Angels Envy night, so we're gonna go there. I think my friend Steph might be joining us. I don't know yet. I wish you could see I'm drinking this Manhattan out of my 2000 prom glass. We used to get like, this is what your prom favorite would be. And the theme was Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now, the Jefferson Starship song. So yeah, it says, Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now, AHS 2000. Yeah, classy. So Friday I work. My exciting life that is full of work. And actually, even though it's Friday, that's actually my Wednesday, so I can use this amazing hump day sticker. Yep, hump day. Oh, my sad life. Work 9 to 6. Alright, I don't know what's going on Friday after work, if anything is going on. It could just be a fun night at home, hanging out, doing nothing. And then Saturday I work 10 to 5. I do have to run Saturday and Sunday. My long run will be Sunday because I have a race. I always want to run 9 to 5. I'm like, no. Okay, so hell yeah, it's Friday on Saturday. Oh, it's crooked. No. So I have to run. I'm just gonna put a run sticker down. I don't know. I haven't talked to Coach in a couple days. It was her birthday this weekend. I know she was having a killer time, so I haven't talked to her at all. But I have to run. Sunday I also have to run. But as I said, I'm doing this thing called, doing a race. I didn't say what it's called. I just said I'm doing a race. It's called the Fat Fall Classic, and it is a charity trail race, and it supports a school in the Philippines. It's a fundraiser. I don't actually know what FAP stands for. I can't make the letter A tonight. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I think I have 17 miles this week, and the Fat Fall Classic has a 20K option. The 20K would be about 12 miles, and then it's at North Park, so I think I'll just show up early and do a lap around the lake, which is 5 miles, and then do the race, and that'll put me at the 17. I think that is the plan for the weekend. We'll see. Gonna be another long solo run, but trail race, it'll go by quickly. So that's gonna be my long run. And then we are doing brunch, and I got these cute stickers. I just said I was not going to debut my stuff that I got in the Wild Collab sale yet, but I got these from Jackie Plans. Let me put it down here. That say brunch time. So we're going to brunch with our friend. Brunch at Double Wide. I did this all backwards. They have a dog patio, so it's gonna be super awesome. So we can bring Layla Grace with Catherine and Aaron. So that's what we're doing after the race. I'm gonna be super hungry and I'm gonna eat all the things. And actually, one of the reasons I'm doing this race is because they have traditional Filipino food afterwards, and I am hoping to get on some cassava cake, which is one of my favorite foods of all time. So that should be exciting. And then it will come to Sunday, and then it'll be time to plan again. And there might be a Steeler game, but I don't even fucking know. And I'm gonna put this "You Got This" sticker right by the race here. You got this. Just using stickers all over here. I think that's it. I don't know if we have a date night this week or not. I don't think we do. I feel like we should. I think I just am gonna be like, I came home from work and then I went for a run and then I was sad. Like, I don't know. I like my new job a lot in a lot of ways, but at the same time, it is kind of hard to be working so many it's nice to have Sundays off. It is really nice to have Sundays off. And it is very nice to be done at 6 every day instead of my normal life, which was done at like 9 some days and whatever all over the place. However, the trade-off is I have less time to myself when I would get things done around the house and stuff. On Sundays or evenings, husband and I are both home at the same time, so it's easy to just, like right now, like I have stuff that I should do, but I'm like, I just want to hang out with my husband and maybe we'll just watch TV or just read a book or whatever. So that's my week. It's gonna be kind of busy, I guess. I don't know. I feel like kind of busy now that I have a more grown-up job shifts. I don't know. And also marathon training. That takes up a lot of time. So I will fill in if I find out anything that's happening.